Their book, AI How to Fight Big Tech's Hype and Create the Future We Want, is basically an attempt to dismantle then reconstruct how we understand what they call so-called AI. They expose the hype, first by explaining clearly how the tech actually works, demystifying it.
Okay.
Then they look really carefully at attempts to use AI tools in important areas: government, law, healthcare, journalism, art. And they find this consistent pattern: damage done, broken promises, like AI systems meant to be objective in court actually reinforcing existing biases, or diagnostic AI in healthcare not being nearly as accurate as claimed.
Right.
Which raises the big question: who benefits from all this hype? They argue the really outlandish claims, both about potential and danger, are often manufactured,
Yeah.
perpetuated by the billionaires and corporations who stand to gain the most from its adoption, often without enough regulation.
And that critical look leads us right into privacy. Kashmir Hill's Your Face Belongs to Us sounds like a truly chilling look at facial recognition. Very immediate, very personal threat.
It's a riveting read, but yeah, deeply unsettling. It details how Clearview AI, this super secretive startup, built this enormous facial recognition database. How? By scraping billions of images from public social media: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it.
Billions.
Billions, creating this near-perfect identity-matching tech. And it captivated law enforcement, wealthy clients, even Hollywood, even though the big players like Google and Facebook had deliberately not launched similar systems because of the huge ethical red flags.
Wow.
Hill really digs into what consent even means when our faces, photos we upload just to connect with friends, are then algorithmically matched, cataloged, monetized by someone else. Without us knowing, without permission, she uncovers the racial, the gender biases baked into these systems and explores how patchy global privacy laws let this stuff spread.
So this wasn't just some theoretical risk. It became a reality, basically bypassing oversight, ethical minimums affecting millions of people without them even knowing.
Exactly. The book puts it powerfully. Privacy isn't just about what people know about you. It's about how that knowledge gives them control over you.
Control.
It's a stark reminder. Surveillance isn't just about information, it's a mechanism of power. Hill also critiques that whole tech hype culture, noting startups are notorious for making grandiose claims that turn out to be snake oil. And those claims often lead to real harm long before regulators can even catch up. It's a vital warning.
And Naomi Klein's doppelganger. That seems to zoom out even further, looking at our fractured social reality, how that interacts with the digital world, provides context for the environment AI is operating in.
Yeah, while it's not strictly about AI technology, Doppelganger offers crucial context for the information environment AI is increasingly shaping. Klein goes on this really personal journey into what she calls the mirror world, this distorted digital space where identities, beliefs, politics, they all become these twisted reflections. This, she writes, is what happens when we allow so many of our previously private actions to be enclosed by corporate tech platforms whose founders said they were about connecting us but were always about extracting from us.
Extracting from us.
Yeah. Her book is this deep critique of public disillusionment. It urges empathy, clarity, collective action. Instead of just escalating the binary conflicts that define so much of our polarized age, it really highlights the kind of information landscape AI operates within. And frankly, the kind of landscape AI algorithms often help amplify and distort.
Shaping the future purpose, power, and collective action.
So, given all these huge challenges, these staggering opportunities, from superintelligence potential to real-world costs and ethics, the critical question becomes, who decides? Who decides how AI gets shaped? And for what purpose? Is it just a tool for power and profit? Or can we steer it towards, the collective good?
The Technological Republic by Alexander Karp, Palantir's co-founder, and Nicholas Simiska. That sounds like it proposes a very specific role for tech, almost nationalist. Defending Western values.
Yeah.
Seems like a direct counter to some of those critical views.
It is. It's a provocative, pretty unvarnished manifesto. Karp and Zimiska argue Western democracies, especially the U.S., have to fundamentally realign their tech ambitions. Why? To vigorously defend liberal values in this age of AI, resurgent authoritarianism, and cultural fragmentation within our societies, they're sharply critical of Silicon Valley's recent history. It's focused, they say, on consumerism, soft beliefs. They argue, quote, a generation of founders cloaked themselves in the rhetoric of lofty and ambitious purpose, but often raised enormous amounts of capital to build photo-sharing apps and chat interfaces. Yeah. They contend vital medical breakthroughs, critical military advances. They had to wait while tech chased less consequential goals. So they call for a return to civic responsibility, technological seriousness, moral clarity.
So they envision public and private sectors uniting, shifting focus from consumer tech towards democratic security aims,
Yeah.
a grander national objective using tech for geopolitical strength.
Exactly. They say the tech sector lost its civic orientation, and now it must play a central role in strengthening the West's edge, especially in AI and defense. They argue the wars of the future will not be fought with bullets and bombs, but with algorithms, data, and cyber influence.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's world will not be shaped by those with the most weapons, but by those with the best algorithms. With microchips replacing missiles for military superiority, it's a call for tech innovation, yes, but also for a deep cultural and civic renewal, rooted in ideology.
That's a very strong call for national purpose in tech, a clear vision for its global role. But in contrast, there's also the AI 100 initiative that takes a broader, longer-term view, doesn't it? Emphasizing ethics, societal impact, maybe a more collaborative global future.
Yes, it offers a distinctly different, more globally minded perspective. AI 100, launched back in 2014 by computer scientist Eric Horvitz. It's designed as this remarkable long-term investigation, looking into AI's influences on people, communities, society, all of it. It's not just one report. It's a series of periodic studies by really diverse experts, computer scientists, social scientists, humanities scholars, legal experts, policy people, business leaders.
A broad coalition.
Very broad, covering automation, security, psychology, ethics, law, privacy, democracy's foundations. It's meant to be this continuous, evolving conversation about AI's impact now and for future generations.
What's really key about their approach, especially considering all these different views we've heard, from hyper-optimistic to deeply critical, even nationalist.
Well, a core part is this dedicated study panel. Every 5 years, they assess AI, review progress, envision advances, describe the technical and societal challenges and opportunities across ethics, economics, system design, making it compatible with how humans actually think. And crucially, they emphasize the AI research community has a responsibility to share findings with the public, informative, actionable ways, free of hype, clear about dangers, unintended consequences.
That sounds like a direct response to the AI con critique.
It does, doesn't it? And they also stress something really important. AI researchers should recognize that complete autonomy is not the eventual goal for AI systems.
That is significant, especially compared to predictions of AI operating entirely on its own, maybe beyond our control or understanding. It shifts focus from AI replacing us to AI collaborating with us.
Indeed. The AI 100 researchers fundamentally believe our strength as humans comes from our ability to work together, to form communities, collaborate. So they argue AI needs to be thoughtfully woven into that community system, with clear communication, clear accountability between humans and automated decision makers. At the end of the day, the AI 100 scientists state the true success of AI won't be measured by how efficiently machines devalue people.
Right.
It'll be measured by how it has empowered all people, how it expands human flourishing, not how it makes irrelevant the very people we're trying to help. Which brings up that vital question. How do we actually ensure AI serves humanity broadly, instead of dominating it or creating new kinds of inequality and irrelevance?
Wow. What an incredible, exhilarating, and sometimes, frankly, unsettling deep dive into the world of artificial intelligence. We've gone from that single technical breakthrough, the transformer sparking this boom, through startling predictions about superintelligence, societal disruption, even that question of human relevance. But we've also heard these powerful calls to regain control, to actively diffuse this tech for everyone's benefit.
And we've explored those critical voices, exposing the hype, the hidden costs, environmental, social, the very personal privacy implications, all while trying to keep the bigger picture in view. How can AI be realigned, not just for national purpose, but ultimately to genuinely empower all people, foster collective good? It's such a dynamic, often contradictory landscape. Immense promise, profound challenges. It demands our attention, our careful thought.
Absolutely. The sources you shared paint this picture of huge possibility tangled up with equally profound risk. And considering the speed of advances, the ongoing, often heated debates, it really does bring us back to that provocative question Aschenbrenner asked in Situational Awareness. Will we tame superintelligence, or will it tame us? The answer, as the intelligence curse and AI 100 both powerfully suggest, might just depend on the choices we make, collectively, intentionally, right now.